guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, make sure to subscribe for more content like this. And in today's video, I'm going to be making a FAQ video on one-on-one Zoom auditions. So this could either apply to the SM weekly and monthly auditions, and also the yuehua audition that passed, but I'm pretty sure they're going to make another one, and any other companies that might do like one-on-one Zoom auditions in the future. So a lot of people have a lot of questions on these, so I have around 20 questions, and I'm going to be just answering them. But before you watch this video, and if you have any other questions, make sure you watch these videos, because in these videos I share my experience, tips, and any tutorials that you guys may need. So make sure you watch those before you ask a question. And let's just get on to the first question, which is, what is the difference between online and one-on-one Zoom auditions? So online auditions would be you go to the website, you fill in the form that they ask for, you attach the videos, you attach the photos, and you just submit it. And I'll also add an email auditions, which are essentially the same thing as filling in the form, attaching the videos and photos, but you're going to email it to them instead of submitting the form on the actual website audition. So obviously your question might be, so which one do you think I have the most chances of passing the audition? And for that, I would say the one-on-one Zoom audition, because you are there live, more like an actual formal audition, and basically you know that they're watching you, right? But for online and email auditions, you can't guarantee that they will see your video or see your pictures. So I would go for the one-on-one Zoom auditions. It's just that the bad thing about that is that they only accept 200 people for the SM one, which is not a lot, and a lot of people are like, what? I was there at the right time, and I immediately clicked, there's nothing wrong with my Wi-Fi, why didn't I get in? How can I solve this? And it's not that easy to get in. There's only 200 and 100 people in each room that can get in, and there are thousands and thousands of people auditioning. You can't expect yourself to get in that easy. So just try again. There's really no point in just giving up just because you didn't get in the first time. So just try again for that. The next question is, were there more people in the Zoom audition call with you while you were dancing, singing, whatever? And no, that's kind of the point of one-on-one auditions. It's just the judge with you, and no one else will see it except maybe if they really end up liking you, they could send it to the headquarters for like more upper people to see and evaluate your video. So that could be more judges, or that could be the representative of the auditions, something like that. So no one will actually watch you, but they are recording it just for that kind of purpose. The next question is, what is the last date? So I'm assuming you're talking about the SM weekly audition. There really is no last date. It's just ongoing until they cancel it, which I don't know why they would. But right now it's just ongoing. There really is no last date. So the next question is, when will the successful participants and applicants be announced? So that's really up to them, but usually in an audition it's 2 weeks to 2 months. So I know that's a really broad time phrase, but they could honestly call you after 3 months after the audition, 4 months after the audition. It really just depends on the situation, how fast they are, and maybe if they're like really certain that they like you, they will contact you earlier, or maybe they have like, oh, second thoughts and they want to see you do the second round. So that's kind of that. The next question is, can I choose 2 categories? No. So a lot of people are like, wait, if you're saying you can't choose 2 categories, why did you sing and dance in the audition? So say you chose singing and they liked your voice, then they'll ask you for dancing. So that's why you have to prepare, I guess, just like a minimal base, just because they could ask you if they do end up liking you, but they won't ask that for everyone. That's really time consuming. You can only show them one talent of yours, and then later on, if they ask you that they want to see another talent, then that's when you do it. So no, you can only choose one category. The next question is, can you play an instrument while singing? So you have to understand that you're auditioning to be a K-pop idol, not a instrumentalist. So although you may be like auditioning for a K-pop band, but that's a different story. We're talking about auditioning for K-pop groups here. It's not what they want to see, especially SM. They used to allow that, but now they strictly do not allow instruments while you're singing. Like if you're playing the piano while you're singing or playing the guitar while you're singing. Why? Because it just disrupts your singing in a way and almost sounds like you're trying to hide your voice. So the next question that's similar to that is, can you play instrumentals while singing? So that could be the backing track, just like, you know, while you sing, have the melody behind you. But no, they don't want to see that either. They're looking to hear your voice, not the instrumental. They don't care if it's not on beat that well. They just want to hear your voice, your true raw voice, real. Next question is, can we choose a song for singing? So a lot of people were confused because for dancing you can only freestyle. So it's not really like choosing the song that you want to dance to, but singing you could choose any song you want to. Yeah, but they could later on ask you for another song. Just prepare anything that you can, just so that if they do end up asking you that, you are prepared and you're just like, I don't know any song in Korean, I'm so sorry, because that is just basically setting up yourself for failure. The next question is, how long do we sing for? For me, I showed you guys in the video, I don't know exactly how long that was, but everything that I showed you in the video was the entire thing. I didn't cut out any part of the song. So that's kind of how long that I sang for. They didn't cut me or anything. And which is the next question. Do they stop you for singing? And they definitely could if you're singing the whole 3 minutes of the song. So I would just recommend doing 30 minutes to a minute. They could definitely cut you, but that's kind of the range that they want to see. For over 2 minutes, it's not what they look for. They don't have time for that either. So the next question is, can we choose the song for freestyling? No, you can't. That wouldn't be freestyling. The entire point of freestyling is kind of listening to a brand new song that you don't know the beats to or the lyrics, and seeing how your body essentially like reacts to it and moves to it. That's kind of the point of freestyling. So obviously they'll play the song that they want you to dance to. Next question is, for dancing, not freestyling, how do we play the music? So for the yuehua audition, it wasn't freestyling. You just chose a random song that you want to do if you are auditioning for dancing, and they ask you to play the music and just dance to the song. And I, for one, just had multiple tabs open, so one for the Zoom audition and then one for the song that I wanted to play, and that's just how I did it. You could also use another device, but that's really up to you. Next question is, can we choose a dance that we prepared? So for the SM Weekly Audition, no, you cannot. They specifically only ask for freestyling, which I totally agree with because it does show your potential better, and I feel like it's just better. But for normal auditions, they look for a choreo that you prepare, that you maybe made, which I don't recommend, obviously. If you guys have seen my series, you'll know that I don't recommend making your own choreo. But for other auditions, you definitely could, like the yuehua one. The next question is, can we also rap? So for the SM Weekly Audition, they don't allow rapping. It's not one of the categories. But if you like really want to show your rapping potential, choose singing, and then choose a song that does have a very short rap in it that can still show your potential. So during that 30 seconds to 1 minute mark, you want to show both your singing and rapping. If you chose singing and then just rap the entire time, they're going to be like, there's no singing involved in this. If you are choosing rapping, you would also have to be good at singing to show both potentials. The next question is, if I choose singing, will I have to freestyle? No, for singing there is no such thing as freestyling because it just doesn't work like that. Singing isn't freestyling, and singing and dancing are totally two different things, honestly. And they also ask, if I choose dancing, will I have to sing? No, you don't have to unless they ask for it. So like I said, if they do like your dancing and they also want to hear your voice, then they will definitely ask you to sing a song. But if they're like, okay, we like your dancing, but it's not really our style, or maybe they just don't like your dancing, they aren't going to ask you to sing. And don't take that personally. Simply may just be that you don't fit their style, or it isn't kind of the potential they're looking for currently. So the next question is, should I audition for the weekly audition or the monthly audition? The thing is, monthly auditions have more restrictions, I guess, because it's only for people who live or residents in USA, China, and Japan. So if you're not from those 3 countries, you have no choice but to audition for the weekly one, because the weekly audition allows anyone, for the SM one I'm talking about. So say you live in US and you also really wanted to do the weekly audition, I'll just say go for it, do both if it's what you'd like to do, and you don't have to choose different songs. But if it is the same judge, which is kind of unlikely, you probably want to do different songs. That would be honestly kind of bad if you ran into the same judge, because at that point you're low-key just spamming them, which they do not want. But if you do get the chance, I would audition for both, but there is no guarantee that you'll get into the weekly one because there are a lot more people trying to audition for the weekly audition. So that's that. The next question is, if you pass the first round of the weekly or monthly audition, will they make you both sing and dance in the second round? So yes, they will, honestly. So in the second round, they're really looking for more of you, and they want to see if you're actually talented, well-rounded too, because that's what SM looks for. So they will ask you to do both singing and dancing. That's what I kind of say. For the first round, it doesn't matter if you're terrible at singing but you're really great at dancing, or vice versa. But for the second round, they are definitely going to look into that. So if you lack singing in the second round, they're probably not going to choose you. But if you're well-rounded and you fit their style, then you've definitely got a chance. So the very last question that I have is, does every company have one-on-one auditions? And the answer to that is no, they don't. Because, I mean, I'm going to be honest, that's just my opinion here, but SM definitely does have one of the best auditions, and they're more organized, they're well prepared for auditions, and they're always welcoming new people into their company. So that's why SM opens a lot of opportunities, such as the online audition, the email audition, the one-on-one weekly audition, the monthly audition, the tag SM one, and so many more. They just have so many auditions that you could try, and that means more chances for you guys to get into SM too, which is great. So no, not every company has that. Only SM and yuehua as of now, but yuehua is closed right now, but you don't know if they'll reopen their weekly, or not weekly, one-on-one Zoom auditions. So I would definitely keep an eye out for that. I will always update you guys on my community posts, or make a video on the new auditions that opened up or reopened. So make sure you subscribe, because you do not want to miss out on that. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!